Hey everybody, welcome to Your Beautiful Table. Your Beautiful Table is a YouTube channel and a website all about helping you make your tables beautiful. Today I have got a big, huge Empties video featuring all of these candles. So grab a beverage, grab some snacks, and stay tuned for a big Empties video. Thanks everybody for coming back. If you're new to Your Beautiful Table is a website and a YouTube channel. You can find us at yourbeautifultable.com that we talk about tabletop decor, glassware, silverware, china, flowers, and we talk about candles and home fragrance. And I am cleaning out my candle closet. I have lots of empties here that I want to share with you, and we're going to go through them very quickly, and hopefully you will not get like terribly bored. But during the past several months of quarantine and stay at home and a variety of things, I have been burning candles, and there are some that are like that I've posted about recently, but this is like, I'm going to share them with you, and then I'm going to recycle these glass and the containers, and then we're moving on to some new things. So let's see. I think I will start probably on this end. And so we're going to look at Bath & Body Works. We've got some Country Candle by Kringle. We've got some Nest. We've got some Diptyque. We've got some HomeWorx. We've got some Seda France. We've got Trapp. We've got lots of stuff. So hang in there with me. So the first one that we'll do is the Southern Magnolia candle by Bath & Body Works. It was really a lovely white floral fragrance. This is the Southern Magnolia is one that I would buy again. It was more on the bright white side, and not a lot of soot or smoke on this candle. Definitely one that I buy again. Again, it's 14.5 ounces, and you can get them at a really reasonable price. 30 to 45 hours of burn time for these 3 wicks from Bath & Body Works. Liked the Southern Magnolia. Okay. Then Country Candle, Love and Roses. So Country Candle is the candle jar brand from Kringle Candle, and the Country Candles are much more intense than I think the Kringle ones are. And so this looks like a Yankee candle jar. It's got a nice rose on the front. This will make a great Valentine's Day candle. This one is let's see, 16 ounces, and it offers 65 to 75 hours of burn time. You can see that it burned really pretty cleanly. It's got a 2 wicks in there, and you can see that it creates a nice deep wax pool. Y'all, this is a heavily scented rose candle, and the reason why I am putting it in my empties, even though it's not empty, is because it was so intense and so fragrant. I really did love it, but I'm kind of over it. And you probably experienced that too, where you have a candle that you really love, and then you burn it and burn it and burn it, and you're sick of it. And so that's what I have experienced with this. This is my second Love and Roses candle, and y'all, I'm just done. So it's time for this one to move on. And then Sicilian Lemon by Yankee Candle. I've lost the lid to this. You can see that it burned really well for a Yankee there. So a Sicilian lemon candle, it's a sweet lemon fragrance, nice, fresh, and clean. This, like other Yankee candles, it was a weak performer. It is probably like a room-filling fragrance. If it's a small room, it definitely isn't overpowering, but the Sicilian lemon is stronger than other Yankees that I burned recently. It's not probably one I would buy again, because I feel like I want a little bit more fragrance from my candles. There's one called Rosemary Lemon by Kringle that I really like, that I would buy instead of this. So I think I probably got this one like either on sale or someone might have gifted this to me. But Yankee Candle Sicilian Lemon, it was 14.5 ounces and 65 to 75 hours of burn time. Pretty good candle. Wouldn't buy it again until Yankee figures out how to get more fragrance in their candles. Let's move to Village Candle. Those of you who watch the channel a lot know that I love a flower shop or a greenhouse candle. I'm always on the lookout for it. This English flower shop candle by Village Candle was one that I was looking forward to. And it's got a 2 wicks in there, and it's got that nice peach colored wax. And it does have like the floral notes and the wet green for a flower shop. The problem with this candle is that it's ended up burning and smelling sooty, and that's why I stopped burning it halfway through. So the candle had a nice fragrance to begin with. The first several burns, really lovely, and then it started smelling like burnt wax, and I just couldn't get it to stop. I thought about melting it in the full wax pool and then pouring that out and see if I could freshen it up, and it was like, I don't have to babysit this candle. So a little bit disappointed on this Village Candle English flower shop. Lovely fragrance, not great wax performance. Nice presentation though, with the matching label and the coordinated wax color. Okay, let's do Clean Linen. So HomeWorx is a candle brand by Harry Slotkin, and you can find it at QVC and I think also at Kohl's. This is a 4-wick candle, and you can see that the Clean Linen, you're like, John, this is also one that's not an empty. So I bought this one, I think it came with Green Grass from QVC a couple of years ago, and I started to burn this one. It is a lovely linen or laundry scent, so if you like linen or laundry scents, Clean Cotton from HomeWorx is the way to go. It is very fragrant. It is house filling. The 4 wicks really throw a lot of scent out into the room, and it was just too intense for me. I'm not really a lover of laundry scents, and so I knew that this one would be like hit or miss. I love the green grass that it came with, but you had to buy, from QVC, I had to get both of them. So I got Clean Cotton. It smells lovely, just not my cup of tea. I did try it. It burns great like a HomeWorx candle. Just didn't love it. Y'all can see the presentation's fun with these cross-hatch design and the chrome top that has sort of like the Tory Burch embossed thing on there. This is classy presentation. It looks great on your table. Okay, then let's stay with our HomeWorx. I just reviewed this one on the channel. It's HomeWorx Garden Blooms. It was a lovely candle. I'd buy again. It had nice green wax. It had a lovely floral fragrance. It wasn't too strong. I really enjoyed it. Nothing really bad to say about this. The wax kind of got murky at the end, but that's not too bad. I mean, with the 4 wicks in there, it's going to scorch the wax a little bit. But overall, I really enjoyed the HomeWorx Garden Blooms candle. All right, sorry, I'm putting these down on the floor as I go through them, so sorry I disappear, because I don't want this to be hours-long video. So Seda France Cutting Garden, again, you all see a theme. I love some garden floral scents. This Cutting Garden really was more of like a cantaloupe or a melon scent. It comes in, like, Seda France does the most beautiful packaging with this. I mean, just look at how beautiful it is. You open it from the bottom though, friends, not from the top with the tassel. You can reuse the tassel. You can put it on a little key. It will hang from, furniture, like if you have, I don't know, or like tassel on the edge of a drawer pull or something. If you wanted to have a little tassel, it would be fun. A little bookmark, whatever. You can see that this candle has some performance issues. I mean, it burned all the way down, but it has soot on the side. It is a nondescript presentation, which means you can put it in any room. It will fit right in. So I probably wouldn't buy the Cutting Garden fragrance again, because there are other fragrances from Seda France, like the French Tulip candle that I really, really love. But I was, willing to try this one. Seda France has sales from time to time. You can find them online at Seda France, or you can find them at Ballard Design is another place where you could find these. I want to try the Seda France, what is it? Oh gosh, diffuser. They make a diffuser that's really beautiful, so I want to try a diffuser. But overall, Cutting Garden was okay. All right, while we're on this side, this is the Nest White Camellia candle. I don't think that they make the White Camellia anymore, but I hope they bring it back because it is a phenomenal fragrance. I love the soft floral approach to this. It's amazing. And it's hard for me to say that about a candle. Look how beautiful. I mean, there's not any soot on the jar. It was 1 wick. I mean, it just performed really well. It is like definitely a room-filling fragrance. It is intense and probably will fill up your whole home. Just love, love, love the White Camellia. Now, I did babysit the wick here and trimmed it so that it wouldn't smoke on the jar. That happens sometimes with Nest, but overall, White Camellia by Nest, definitely one that I would consider buying again. Now, Nest is a luxury candle brand. You can find it at Nordstrom and Neiman Marcus and online. It's worth it. It's worth it. That's all. I mean, that's all. It's worth it. Let's move, sticking with our luxury candle brand, to some Diptyque candles. So Diptyque a couple of years ago had these 2 rose candle fragrances. It's Centifolia and Damascena, which were 2 rose fragrances. Y'all, I kept these in my back stock and burned them. Oh, they just smell so lovely. I hope that they bring these back. Diptyque did a phenomenal job. These are about, I think these were $75 for the 2. It is, I think they are 2.4 ounces that have about 30 hours of burn time. I would burn them a little bit and then I just stretched them out. So a phenomenal presentation, lovely, lovely packaging. Love the pink, love the purple and pink. Just, I love these. I wish they still had them. I think it was a limited time kind of thing. Now the packaging was pretty cool too. So it slides out, and then the Damascena and Centifolia boxes were presented like this. So just a lovely, I put it in there backwards, it would have come out like this. Just a lovely package and a great way to enjoy some really authentic rose fragrances, just top of the line rose scents. And then sticking with Diptyque, those of you who've been watching the channel recently know that I got these 3 candle fragrances. This was Cypress Tuberose and also Figue, which is the fig tree fragrance, and they came in this 3-box set. This was about $100, so about $33 a piece. These are 2.4 ounces, 30 hours of burn time. It's a great way if you want to sample a couple of different fragrances from Diptyque, and that way you don't have to plunge on one classic candle in each one of these. You can mix and match. The 3-box set was a great way for me to try out a few, and I'll show them to you here. Figue is a classic Diptyque candle. Fresh, fruity, with a little bit of spice. It's definitely a candle I would buy again. Tuberose is a classic tuberose. It really smelled like an authentic tuberose flower. It really, tuberose isn't a favorite, and so I probably wouldn't buy the tuberose again, but it was good to try. And then Cypress, I really enjoyed Cypress. It almost smells like a men's cologne. It's definitely great for fall, or fall before Thanksgiving, or winter, like January, February, in those cold winter days. Cypress will be a great candle for that time of year. Alrighty, moving right along. I'm trying to keep it going. Trapp. So Trapp candles, Trapp fragrances. I got Bob's Flower Shop, and I got Fresh Cut Tuberose. And so I've done a video where I compare the Diptyque Tuberose to the Trapp Tuberose, and honestly, they both are really great tuberose scents. These candles at 2 ounces were $4 a piece at retail, and so you can find Trapp is a great fragrance and candle brand, and you may be able to find a fragrance that you like that's more economical. So if you like tuberose and you're in love with the Diptyque Tuberose, try out the Trapp fragrances tuberose and see if you like it. These came without any sort of votive cup, they weren't in glass. They're just those votives that you would sit inside of a glass container, and that's what I did here. I knew that it would melt and sort of mush out. You can see how it sort of tunneled a little bit and mushed out, but it was a $4 candle that I was mainly using to try out the fragrance, and so that was a low-risk way to see if it was something that I liked that I want to buy again. So Bob's Flower Shop really didn't float my boat. Tuberose, again, isn't like a fragrance that I would really, so I wouldn't buy these again, but I definitely liked the fragrance intensity and the performance of the Trapp candle, so I'll maybe find another one in the Trapp family that I like. All right, moving right along. So again, Country Candle is the Kringle Candle line that is like Yankee Candle. It's got this classic country sort of classic jar. It's got, a plastic gasket on the top, and this one had hydrangeas in a little basket on a bicycle, and it was called Country Love. Now you'll see that this candle, I haven't burned it a lot, but it discolored a little bit there. It's darker blue than the dark navy that's here. You can sort of see how it schmutzed out. These candles have 2 wicks and they put out some smoke and soot. So the advantage of a 2-wick candle by Country Candle or Kringle is that it melts the wax very quickly and gets a lot of fragrance into the air really quickly. However, you have to put up with some sooting on the chimney part of the jar. So I would rather the soot get on the jar than on my walls, but it is something to be mindful of when you're selecting a candle. This one, y'all, it is a lovely fragrance on cold. I'm getting a good scent bubble here. It just was too intense for me, if that's even possible. So that when it was lit, and so this Country Candle it was a lovely fragrance. It's sort of like a springtime floral. It's clean and fresh. It's like outdoors. It got a little bit of ozone and fresh air like rain. It could tiptoe into like linen or laundry. Y'all, it was just too intense. I can't burn it. So too much of a good thing here with the Kringle Candle Country Love. Then Goose Creek is another candle brand that has 2-wick candles in this classic jar, and you'll see the 2 wicks down there. Now this didn't discolor as badly, and so you can see this lavender colored wax stay through. The sweet petals is sort of a sweet pea floral. It's a nice sweet floral. It doesn't get too white. It doesn't get too astringent. I really enjoyed it, burning it like during the month of May. You can also see, it got some soot and stuff on the chimney of the candle there. But Goose Creek is a great value price brand. I have enjoyed the candles that I've burned from them, and so it's worth checking out. It's a nondescript fragrance. It's not anything that you'd be like, wow, I really, really like unique. But it was lovely to burn in the background and added like nice ambiance to those spring days. And aromatherapy from Bath and Body Works. So this was the focus candle. It was eucalyptus and tea. I thought it was going to be more eucalyptus and really like enlivening, and that it was called focus. I thought it would like the aromatherapy component, but would like keep you awake and focused. I liked this candle. It was more tea and creamier than I thought it was going to be. I bought this online without smelling it in the store. Overall, the candle performed really well. You can see there was no soot or smoke. It pulled away from the jar pretty well. The 3 wicks there. Look at that one though. It sort of floated away, but it didn't burn on the side. So overall, classic Bath and Body Works performance. Focus is one. I probably wouldn't buy this Focus again because I wanted more eucalyptus than this creamy sort of tea fragrance. Okay, now speaking of tea, this white tea and sage candle actually surprised me and I really enjoyed it. So I think this is a clean, fresh candle. It reminds me of the Westin Hotel's fragrance. So if you've ever visited a Westin Hotel and you're like, what is that fragrance? I know that they have their own like fragrance that they pipe in hidden somewhere in the lobby, but this one was really lovely. It says sparkling bergamot, white tea, fresh sage with essential oils. It's the 14.5 ounce Bath and Body Works candle with 35 to 45 hours of burn time. It was lovely. Look down at the bottom, see the like not a lot of soot on the candle, but I like the wrap. I thought it looked nice. But it was a lovely candle. It's definitely like one that I would consider buying again. And then let's skip that one for now and talk about Garden Greenery. This is a Bath and Body Works Garden Greenery candle. This is one, it smelled more like apricot and peach to me. Let's look at the fragrance notes. Apricot, fresh basil, mint leaves. So apricot and peach. But look at the schmutz. It really didn't do well. It wasn't pretty to look at. Now it did have a nice fragrance, and the fragrance did a nice throw, 7 or 8 Bath and Body Works classic, but you have to look at that. So I really did like the label and the treatment there around the label. So this was a sexy looking candle. It's got basil on the front and like mint, and I don't know what that flower is there, but I thought it was pretty to look at this way, just not when you look down at the candle. And then finally, a favorite, bamboo. Gosh, y'all, I love the bamboo candle. I bought Nest Bamboo in the diffuser for my office, and I'm enjoying it. I'll do a review of the diffuser. I will share with you the diffuser is really strong when it comes out. It's a little bit more floral than the green that you get from the candle. I think bamboo may be my favorite candle. It's just such a lovely, it says bamboo, but it's really more of a white floral with a green base with green wet notes. It's just lovely. It's just, so great. The only thing that I would be mindful about is the performance of the candle. You can see that I needed to probably babysit the wick a little bit more because it got soot on the sides of the candle, but overall the candle performance was really great. The fragrance throw and intensity is lovely. Bamboo is not a candle that you will probably want to burn while you're having dinner or having like a dinner party, because it's a pretty intense fragrance and I think it wouldn't complement food very well. So definitely don't plan to burn it in the dining room. Maybe if you have like a den or a living room apart from where you're serving food, because I think it might be interesting for these candles to, and the food smells wouldn't really match well together. So hey friends, let's see, I don't know how many candles, more than 10 here that I've been burning and that I've gone through, and hopefully you've seen some favorites. If there are things that you have questions about, type them in the comments below. I'm happy to answer your questions about them. I've really enjoyed burning through these candles, and hopefully you've enjoyed me sharing about them in this, Speedy Gonzalez version of our candle reviews, or these empty reviews, but many of the candle in-depth reviews are available on the YouTube channel. So click around and see if you can find it. You can search there on a channel and find an in-depth review of all these candles. Thanks everybody for watching, and be sure to sign up for the newsletter. The link is below. That's how I do giveaways. So if you're signed up for a newsletter, I will draw your name virtually out of a hat, but I just randomly pick a number and find the person's name on the list there. Would love for it to be you. Sign up for the newsletter. Hey friends, thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. See you next time.